Conscience is the factor. Some do it anonymously, and some do it giving us their names.
George Orwell might not be surprised, but buried deep in the United States Department of the Treasury is a little-known bureaucracy. It's called the Conscience Bureau. Nick Clark prepared this report.
The conscience bothers people for any number of reasons. Veterans who have been in the service and taken things that they felt like didn't belong to them. They have used leave that didn't belong to them. That's also true of government employees. There are other people who travel and come back into the country with things that should not have been duty-free.
Actually, the Conscience Bureau is not a diabolical government organization. It is, in fact, a special gift fund, and Gene Whisenant has been keeping track of the money it's collected since 1979. The fund itself, though, has been around since President Madison's administration.
It's been in existence since 1811. Someone sent money to the Treasury anonymously, saying that they had done something that they needed to relieve their conscience, which was $5. The Secretary of the Treasury at the time determined that they should set it up as a conscience fund, and the fund has never been changed since then.
Except for collecting taxes, Whisenant says the U.S. government is specifically forbidden from soliciting money, but people can donate. In 1950, people donated over $370,000 to the Conscience Fund, and that represents an all-time high.
In doing research, we cannot determine why 1950 was a large year, except possibly having something to do with veterans who were returning from the current war at the time and felt like that they were doing more for their country by giving to the Conscience Fund for things that they'd taken, blankets, tools, any number of things, and they paid for them, kept them, and paid for them.
The amounts vary. Whisenant says that somewhere in the Midwest is a man who regularly sends in pennies, dimes, and nickels, and other loose change he finds on the street. His explanation is that it is the property of the U.S. government. And not too long ago, Whisenant opened up an envelope stuffed with 9 $100 bills. No name, no address. Whisenant says that all the money she receives is credited to the General Fund of the United States.
Dear Uncle Sam, I'm sending this check as a gift because I want to be honest. My husband did the returns, and I signed them, and I felt
This money was not reported on my income tax, and has been on my mind for several years. I want to make restitution.
I took from a railway station an item worth about $25, and this has been on my conscience.
A dime, and I'm unable to determine who the owner is.
To clear my conscience.
Please accept this money enclosed for 2 postal stamps I reused.
I feel better already, knowing that I'm paying for all the small things I took.
$1,300 is to make restitution of tools, leave days, and other things I stole while
I pilfered a small hypodermic syringe. Enclosed, please find $10, which should cover the cost, plus a bit of interest.
Looking over the spreadsheet for the Conscience Fund, Whisenant says that over the last 173 years, guilty consciences have caused the coffers of the U.S. Treasury to swell by over $4.5 million. Nick Clark, 88.5 FM.